Let's kind of go ahead and get into this topic of conversation, man. So I'm not sure if you've been watching the series in the NBA between the San Antonio Spurs and the OKC, but let me just tell you this: I enjoy it. I believe Victor Wembanyama is an elite athlete. He is a pleasure to see. Every time that he plays, I like his competitive instincts. I like his competitive nature. And I like how he respects the game. And I like how he goes out and plays the game. He's very competitive. And he doesn't try to allow the referees to make decisions for him or to help him to get calls. Now, let's kind of get into this topic of conversation, man, because it's kind of all over the place, man, with people having their own opinions and thoughts on OKC. I hate them. I don't like them at all. I believe that they are foul baiters. I believe that they really practice in their practices how to flop, how to get certain calls. What's going on, homie? How you doing? I believe that they are floppers, and I believe they have a technique in how they play the game of basketball. Now, I want you to listen to what Jay Williams had to say on the Get Up this morning, and I totally agree with Jay Williams. You may have a different opinion, and that's your right. I totally agree with Jay Williams. I hope that the San Antonio Spurs beat OKC. Now, it's very critical tonight. It's very critical if you're the San Antonio Spurs that you must win this game 3 tonight because you put all the work, you put all the effort into winning that game 1 to take home court. Jay Williams, the one that used to play in the NBA but got hurt on a motorcycle accident, so his career was cut short. He played for the Duke Blue Devils. But let me just say this. San Antonio Spurs have to win tonight. They have to win tonight. You don't want to give any type of momentum. One thing I will say about OKC is they play great as a team. They play very great as a cohesive unit, and you don't want to give that momentum back to them where they get home court back. You want to keep the pressure on them by winning tonight. You want to win tonight. Take it one game at a time, but you want to win tonight. I tell you what, man, from the point guard perspective, it's a big blow from the point guard perspective, man, on how, Harper got hurt in game 2. And, the other point guard, I forget his name, but the left hand point guard for the San Antonio Spurs, I hope he's able to play tonight. He didn't play the first 2 games in OKC. I hope that he plays tonight. Victor Wembanyama deserves to have a team that is healthy. He can't do it all. As great as Victor Wembanyama is, and he is great, he has to have all of his key players healthy and available to give them the best chance to beat this OKC team. But back to the topic at hand, Jay Williams brought up some great points on Get Up this morning about how he doesn't feel that the OKC respects the game. Let me tell you something. I watched the first 2 games thoroughly several times, and you can see with SGA, you can see with the other players on that team, they try to go, when they go into the rim or go into the basket, they are flopping. They are flopping. They are flopping every chance. I've never seen a player besides Allen Iverson, because he always hit the floor. SGA makes it a point that he is going to hit the floor every time he drives the ball to the basket. Every time he drives the ball to the basket, he is going to make some type of flop gesture like he's getting fouled to get him to go to the free throw line. This is the NBA playoffs. Whoever wins this series goes to the NBA finals. We cannot allow flopping in the NBA playoffs. Let's listen to what Jay Williams had to say here.
All day long. But one of the reasons you find yourself rooting for him is because he plays through all that SHIT. He plays through all
unless he hits you with an elbow. But yes,
he does the one time he retaliates. But then you watch, contradictorily, when you watch OKC play, every single call, every single time they shoot, SGA is landing in somebody's region. He's falling down. And you're just like, how do I root for that? I see why I can root for that. I can't root for that.
You're rooting for ethical hoops.
As a fan of the game, I just want to see the game respected. And there are times when I watch OKC play, I don't feel like they respect the process of the game. It's too much.
But as a competitor, you understand that the Thunder are doing what works for them and what wins.
Sure. But when you fall down 95% of every shot that you take in the fourth quarter, at some point, and I'm glad that the refs are not calling it, I get psychologically exhausted. It makes me check out of the game.
But that's the
all day long.
And there you have it. There you have it. Jay Williams, I like Jay Williams because Jay Williams is going to break things down where you can understand where he's coming from. He talks with simplicity. Let me tell you something. When you watched OKC play, and they are a good team. They are the defending champions. I'm not taking that away from them, but I want you to listen to what Jay Williams said and why I agree with him. It's hard for me to root for them because they're looking for bailouts. They're looking for bailouts. They're looking when they play the game. Like I told you, I've never seen a player that's supposed to be a superstar player that flops so many times in a game. And when you look at how SGA play and the rest of his teammates, they are flopping. They're looking at the referees. They are trying to get the referees to bail them out. This is the playoffs. It's supposed to be physical than it is in the regular season. It's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to grind it out. Now, I understand there's a difference when someone literally fouls you, but there's also a difference when no one is fouling you, but yet you're flopping and you're going into the stands like, what am I watching here? We're athletes. We're not movie actors. I want to see a good product when I watch a game. I want to see two teams go head to head and whoever is the better team wins. But I do not want to see a whole lot of flopping and you are trying to flop so the referees can call a foul so you can go to the free throw line. I think it is critical in game 3 that the referees do not bail OKC out. Both teams are getting banged up, but do not bail them out based off on how many times OKC players fall to the ground. If they fall to the ground, pay attention to how they're falling. Pay attention to how they're swelling their arms. Pay attention is when they run into screams, how their head and their neck flop up in the air like somebody is hitting them hard. Pause. We don't have time for flopping. And that's why and that's one of the main reasons why I don't like watching OKC. That's one of the main reasons why I don't get excited about watching OKC. I believe that they are a decent team, but they flop too much. And like Jay Will said, it is exhausting. It is tiresome. I get tired of watching BS like that. I want to see good basketball on the court. I want to see post-up plays. I want to see cuts. I want to see slashes. I want to see good shots, mid-range, 3 points, block shots, rebounding the basketball, hustling plays. This is why I get excited when I watch Victor Wembanyama. He plays the game the right way. And another thing, if you're going to give them calls of flopping, then you got to make sure you give San Antonio Spurs the same respect in the calls on the other end of the floor. There are times that I've seen Victor Wembanyama get fouled and he doesn't get any calls at all. He doesn't get any calls. Keep the same energy. Don't make it one-sided. Keep it fair. That's all I'm asking. That's not too much to ask for. That is not too much to ask for. Keep it fair in between the lines. Don't make it one-sided where you're giving the other team the edge based off on what they look like they got fouled. I don't want to see that they look like they got fouled. I want to see that they actually got fouled. I don't want to see the flopping crap. I know the NBA had came out with rules that they was going to stop the flopping. OKC is the number one team that is the king of flops. They are the king of flops, literally. Do I want to see that? Hell no. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see a great game. Period. Let's listen to it one more time what Jay Williams had to say.
All day long. But one of the reasons you find yourself rooting for him is because he plays through all that SHIT. He plays through all that.
Unless he hits you with an elbow. But yes,
fine. The one time he retaliates. But then you watch, contradictorily, when you watch OKC play, every single call, every single time they shoot, SGA is landing in somebody's region. He's falling down. And you're just like, how do I root for that? I see why I can root for that. I can't root for that.
You're rooting for ethical hoops.
As a fan of the game, I just want to see the game respected. And there are times when I watch OKC play, I don't feel like they respect the process of the game. It's too much.
But as a competitor, you understand that the Thunder are doing what works for them and what wins.
Sure. But when you fall down 95% of every shot that you take in the fourth quarter, at some point, and I'm glad that the refs are not calling it, I get psychologically exhausted. It makes me check out of the game.
But that's the
all day.
Absolutely. Freaking lutely. I'm telling you, it is. It's a travesty. It really is. It's a travesty to watch. Nobody doesn't want to see that. I don't want to see a whole bunch of flopping. Look at this. I want you to watch this. Just from a perspective. Look. Look. Look, man. This is ridiculous. What are we watching? Look at him. Did you see that? Did you see that shit? Did you see it? Did you see what this dude does? This dude flops. He flops. Every chance he gets, he's hitting the ground. He's throwing his elbows up into the defender's face in the chest, and he's falling to the ground. What type of basketball is this shit? What are we watching? Oh my God. What am I watching? I cannot play the audio because I don't want to get any strikes or anything like that. But what I'm watching is, and I'm showing these highlights, I'm pausing to prevent from getting any strikes. Look at this. He shoots the ball and fall backwards. Look. Watch. Look at this. You can't make this up. Look what he's doing. Look at it. Oh my God. Look. And he's looking over at the ref. He shot the ball and look over to the ref. Yeah, Sean, this is ridiculous. This is supposed to be a star player. A star player. Check this out, man. I don't mind Jaylen Brown calling out Joel Embiid and the flopping that he does. Does Joel Embiid flop? Embiid, does he flops? Hell yeah, Joel Embiid flops. He does. But let me tell you this. This what I had a problem with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, bro. And I enjoy watching Jaylen Brown play. But bro, y'all was up 3 games in the series. You only need one more game. Jaylen Brown, you have to bring it home. Jaylen Brown, you have to bring it home. You had a great season. You have to bring it home. You cannot allow the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't care how many times that Joel Embiid is flopping, but you already hit 3 games. You only need one more. The first team to 4. And you was there. And your team choke. Period. And I like Jaylen Brown. I like the way he plays the game. But back to SGA. This is what I'm watching. Tonight, I don't want to see this crap. Let me say this again. I want to see great basketball. I don't want to see flopping basketball. I don't want to see someone cheating the game by flopping and falling to the ground every chance they get. Let's finish this. Flopping. Look at this. Flopping. Flopping. Look at this. Flopping. Look, kicking his leg out. Kicking his leg out. What are we watching here, man? What are we watching? Come on now. Come on now. What are we watching? I don't see where in the world the NBA has made their changes. Where? Where did they make the change? They supposed to have stopped this. Yes, I agree. Austin Reeves flops. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Harrison Barnes looking like, what am I watching? Look at this. Look. Did you see the flop? Did you see the flop? Harrison Barnes just throw his hands up like, come on, man. This is what Jay Williams is talking about. It is exhausting. It gets you get tired because you're settling to see this bull crap every chance you get. Barnes looking like, what did I do? What did I do? Look. And look at this. No foul call, but grabbing a man by his hair. Look what he does. This is why I say the referees are so critical. Now listen to what this guy had to say.
Bro, there is no defense for the Gilgeous-Alexander flopping. Like,
Jalen, play the video, bro.
I don't bro.
I mean, that is.
If somebody tried to argue me that he falls down so he doesn't get hurt, bro, that is, come on, bro.
No.
It is crazy.
Like, he doesn't fall down so he doesn't
and
get
look,
hurt,
you
yo.
guys know I get to come by this honest because
Like, why are you diving like Ric Flair?
this was a player that played for our favorite team. I came in here after every game and said I cannot stand watching PJ Haggerty. I am glad Memphis won. I am glad PJ Haggerty is one of the leading scorers in college basketball. I detest this type of basketball, playing for the foul.
It's
rather
hard.
than just
It's
playing
hard to
for the
watch.
shot. I mean, the lane.
You're too good for that, bro.
I just don't get it. I
You
just
too
don't get
good.
it. It's obviously like, you're trying to get call after call after call. And
Look at this.
and it puts Oklahoma City fans just in this impossible position where you've got to you've got to
Look.
act like this is something that is normal.
Oh, they stand on it, bro.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
they argue. They will argue till their faces green about SGA said he does this because he wants to have a long career. He falls down because he doesn't get hurt.
No,
like, bro, come on.
No,
bro.
come on, SGA. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're not doing this so you won't get hurt. Come on, man. Anybody with common sense, if you watching the game and you know the game, you know this is not normal. There's nothing normal about the way SGA plays the game. And like my man said, you're too talented. You're too gifted to play the game, to be playing it like this. You're looking for a bailout. You're looking for calls. You're looking for magical calls. You're looking for a foul that you did not get one. It's ridiculous, Sean. Sorry, not sorry. It's ridiculous. I do not want to see OKC in the NBA Finals. I refuse to watch a bunch of flopping in a basketball game, especially in the playoffs. When it gets to this point in the season, I want to see you a grind out game. I do not want to see flopping in the NBA playoffs. This ruins the brand of what the NBA playoffs is all about. Am I right? Do y'all agree with me? Look at the flop here. Look, he's hooking him by the arm. Look what he's doing. You're hooking Victor Wembanyama. And Victor Wembanyama is like saying, man, hey, man, what am I supposed to do? Look what he's doing. They play dirty. Look what he's doing. He's hooking him by the arm. This is dirty basketball. Yes, they flop and they play dirty defense. But if the referees are not calling it, you're letting them get away with it. Absolutely. The referees are the determining factor in high-stake games like this. And this is why so many people think it's rigged. If you got a referee that's right there and you're not calling a foul on the OKC players, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's ridiculous. Now listen to what Max Kellerman had to say. I mean, everybody is talking about this. That is where there's smoke, there's fire.
This is what's going on, and this is all on video, okay? Shea is flopping on every possession. He's flopping on every possession. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
Hartenstein and Chet are fouling Wemby all the time. Now, I mean, by the way, there's even who was the OKC player who flopped when they waved off the three? Harper hit a three, and someone totally flopped. It's obvious. It's in front of the ref, and the ref waves off the three. So here are the options for what's going on, and then I want to talk about what they're doing to Wemby. They're either the refs are very bad at their jobs and they keep missing everything. I find that hard to believe because the refs are good at their jobs. That's why they got to be NBA refs, and because it's happening in front of everybody. Everyone can see the flopping. Everyone can see Shea trying to, sell the calls. Everyone can see what Hartenstein and what Chet are doing to Wemby, right? So they're either bad at their jobs and can be easily fooled, which means that they're bad referees and they shouldn't be reffing. Or the league is sending them messages, hey, let people do this, which is bad on the league, right? I'm just going through the possible options. Let certain things slide, right? Or the refs are making that decision on their own, which is also bad, right? Those are three options. The refs don't have to hear from the league. They're just like, okay, we're going to let him do. Wemby's too impossible to contain. We'll let him get away with this on Wemby. Hey, this is what Shea does. We'll give him the whistle. Any way you slice it, the preferable situation in these playoffs would be for the refs just to call the game properly. Just call the game. They're not doing
that's all we're asking.
Not in the Thunder Spurs.
That's all we're asking. Listen, this is all we are asking. Referees, do your damn job. Do what you supposed to do. Fair. Between those four lines, keep it fair on the basketball court. Don't call fouls on the Spurs, but then don't want to call fouls on what OKC is clearly doing. Victor Wembanyama is getting fouled a lot in this series. Victor Wembanyama is an alien. He's a unicorn. Whatever you want to call him, he's special. He's special. He is not like us. Let me say this again. He is not like us. He was born. He was created to play basketball. That's another topic, Sean. That's another topic right there, talking about James Harden. That'll be on my next slide. That's another topic. When you watch James Harden play, he does not give no effort at all. The dude looks like he's just ready for the game to be over so that way he can go to the strip club and eat lemon pepper wings. That's a whole nother topic of conversation. But let me say this. Max Kellerman is on something. He's on to something in a positive way. He is calling it like it is. There is something seriously going on where the referees is not keeping it balanced in these playoffs. And I'm going to tell you this. Game 3 is pivotal for the Spurs. It is pivotal for the Spurs. You have to watch the referees, keep the pressure on the referees, keep it fair, call the fouls. If Victor Wembanyama is getting fouled, I don't give a damn how tall Victor Wembanyama is. That's not his fault. That's not his problem to worry about how tall he is and how he is affecting shots. Even when he don't get block shots, he's affecting shots. I don't give a rat's behind how tall Victor Wembanyama is. That is your job to go out there and call a fair basketball game. Just because he's tall doesn't give you the excuse to make no calls when he's clearly getting fouled. Is he getting fouled? Call the foul.
Series. Rich, they're not doing it. And let me tell you, the real problem is Hartenstein is getting away with vet moves on Wemby. I'm not mad at Hartenstein. If they're going to let him do it, he should be doing it. If he's able to hold Wemby, and everyone sees this, he's doing it with two hands, right?
Yeah, but
holding
if the
Wemby.
Don't see that, Max.
But
you gotta let that. Physicality. You gotta let that go.
No, there's physicality. That's fine. But if you hold a dude like this so he can't move in plain view of the ref, but I'm not mad at Hartenstein because obviously
they don't call it. Call it.
But Chet is something else. Chet steps on Wemby's foot, obviously intentionally.
Well, that's
so
well, that's
up.
dangerous. You
It's
can't do
dangerous.
That. Yeah, you can't do that.
You could affect the dude's career.
I didn't know if
like
that was by mistake.
Come on.
No, I'm asking.
No, if that's by mistake.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We're talking about Victor Wembanyama. You're talking about a unicorn. You're talking about someone that is a game changer. We all saw with our eyes what this man, Victor Wembanyama, is capable of in game 1. 41 points, 24, 25 rebounds. What? 5 blocks? What do we talk? We see how important Victor Wembanyama is to his team. We see how valuable he is to his team. But if you got referees that refuse to protect a player like Victor Wembanyama, and he's clearly getting taken advantage of, not in the right way, but in the wrong way, and you refuse to give him those calls, we're not asking you to have special treatment for Victor Wembanyama. I'm asking you to do your damn job. We're talking about in the NBA player. We're talking about the current situation right now. If the referees doesn't do nothing about it, eventually pressure gonna bust a pipe. Now I'm telling you, Victor Wembanyama is going to get frustrated and he's going to start taking matters in his own hands. You saw how he got frustrated when you had Naz Reid for the Minnesota Timberwolves try to manhandle him, clearly fouling him, and then Victor Wembanyama threw an elbow at him. Refs, if you're not going to call the call, I have to protect myself.
So Chet is so uncoordinated. This dude is a highly coordinated athlete. He's so uncoordinated. He puts his foot right on Wemby's foot, feels his foot's on Wemby's foot, and then keeps it there with force.
That's a danger.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You have to call it. You have to call it. I'm telling you, SGA flops. Look at this dude. Look at this dude, and he got his arm up waiting for a foul to be called. I'm only gonna play a couple. Look at this, man. What is this? Look at this. Look what he's doing. Look. Oh man, come on. Come on, man. 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 I'm about to end this video. I've given you so much evidence. I'm like an attorney. It is my job to present a case to my audience, to back up my point, to back up my perspective, to back up my reasoning on why I do not like the OKC team. They flop too much. They play dirty. They do not hustle hard. They actually hustle backwards because they're looking for the easy out. They actually train. They actually practice this stuff in practice. They practice how to flop. They actually do this. And to me, they're not even good at it. You can clearly see that they're flopping, but the referees are making calls in favor of OKC. That's the issue here. This is what Jay Williams is talking about. This is what me at Sports Talk HQ is talking about. And if the referees, they owe it to the fans, they owe it to the San Antonio Spurs to play it fair. Keep it fair within those 4 lines. And if you're able to keep it fair, we'll clearly see who is the better team. And for me, that is the San Antonio Spurs. But let me tell you this. They have to get their point guards in check. The point guards for the San Antonio Spurs are making too many turnovers. They are creating too many turnovers. You cannot be turning the ball over 20 plus times and expect Victor Wembanyama to bail you out and win the game. You have to protect the basketball. Stop moving too fast. Learn when to take things slow. Learn when to speed it up. But you have to protect the basketball. If you're able to protect the basketball, you're going to always give your team the best chance to win the game. Until next time, man. Y'all take care and see me on the next live video. Yeah.